Welcome to Snoop Love Bricks. Hope everyone had a great Christmas and a new year. I've decided to do this as everyone's probably spent a load of money for Christmas and everything like that. We need to make money. So this, I'm going to do a 6-part video. It has to be 6 parts because there's quite a lot to go through of investing, of what I class as my ultimate guide to investment. I've got all this Lego, all that Lego, all the Lego that you see down in my basement, literally full of Lego, over 100 grams of Lego, and I've probably only spent about 15 to 20 grand. How do I do it? This is what I'm trying to teach you. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not going to make yourself rich overnight. This is basically what I found out over 10 years. If you want to start investing in Lego, what I find helped and maybe helps you. You've been doing it for a long time or just starting out. So let's get to it. It's quite simple when you know how, right? You've got to only spend the money you make, not your own personal money. So, right, let's give you an example. Right, so what do I mean? I'm going to quickly show you what I mean on paper. I'm not a maths teacher, so I apologise if this is like a maths lesson. Skip this if you don't like it. So this set came out 2017, 18, like that, and it retired in 2018. It was $29.99. So let's say we had £200 in the bank. The set price, let's round it up to £30. It's easier to say 30 quid. I don't worry about the pennies because I'm not very good with the maths like that. So I bought at least, I used all my £200, or tried to use all my £200. So I bought 6 sets. 6 sets equals £180 if I'm right off the top of my head. Those sets are now worth between 80 and 120. So let's go 100. Let's go in the middle. That's worth now £100. So all those sets I have bought is now worth £600. Now I've got to minus the £180 that I originally bought, which gives me £420 profit. So now my bank is back up to £200 and I have now £420 profit. Okay, so that's when I say about spending profit. So I don't have to touch the bank now. My bank is back to normal. I have not been out of any pocket of any price whatsoever, and now I'm £420. So let's say that £420 I've got in my bank or my pocket to spend on more Lego, and say I buy this set, right? Yes, I know it's a rare one that goes up in price. So I bought this set, okay, with my £420. They were originally retailed, oh, now I've got to try and remember, I think they're originally £54.99, so let's call it £55 for that set. So that's for set 75274. Okay. Now I can probably buy 7 sets, which equals £385. So I've still got £35 in the bank. So now my bank is looking even more healthy because it has 235. I've got a little bit of extra money out of that. Okay, you can understand that. £385 worth of Lego I've bought. That retired, and now they are selling between £160 to £250 each. So let's go right in the middle and say they're worth £220. Okay, so that gives me a profit of £1,540 for all 7 of them. And I started with £200. Now, with that £1,540, I can either reinvest the whole amount into another lot of sets, or I would like to have a little bit more in the bank. So I say let's clear that and say I would put £540 into the bank. So my bank now is 775. Then I have £1,000 left to spend on my next Lego to move forward. You understand? So if I buy another set, I don't know, say they're £30 sets or £40 sets, or even £50 sets, and they're worth over £100, then you can see where the money keeps accumulating to get more money. So only spend what you can afford and only spend the profit. So if you hopefully this little diagram showing you what I mean when I say only spend the profit, so you can actually can save and spend profit. And my original £200 that I've started off with, I have not touched. It's still in the bank. So my girlfriend, my wife, my partner, whatever, can't complain that I'm spending money on Lego, because actual fact, the money I started off with is still in the bank Actual fact, it's a little bit more because I put that £35 over there in the beginning, and I'm actually only spending what profit I've made. So it's up to you. Again, if you invest the whole 1540, save a little bit, make your bank a little bit fatter and healthier, so you can buy food and drink and stuff like that, and you're only investing a little bit more, £1,000. It's up to you how you do it. But this is how I've built my Lego empire up, or my back stock, or whatever you want to say, to the point that it has so much money. It hasn't cost me hardly anything. If you notice, it's only costing me a profit. I've still got the original 200. Okay, back to it. And if you look at it that way, all this is money in the bank in my head. So say all this here cost me £100. If I kept £100 in my bank, would it be there in a year's time? Most people will be saying no. You'd spend it on sweets, you'd be spending it on haircuts, you'd be spending it on petrol, you'd be spending it on food, you'd be spending it on days out. So if I had £100 in my bank, in a year's time, would it be there? No. And if it was there in a year's time, what would the interest be? 1p. So you wouldn't even get the interest on that. So for me, when I was talking to my staff and all that, I said, boom, this isn't spending money. This is taking the money out of the bank and sliding under the mattress. That's how I look at it. Because even if you lose 10% of the £100, you would still have more money in your pocket in a year's time than you would have in your bank. That's how you've got to see investing. So hopefully, that's just tip one of investing, that you think that way. Don't think, oh, I'm going to make loads of money, I'm going to make millions, and I'm going to spend all this money. Just think of it. First of all, it's not spending money. I don't find this is not a spent money. This is, if my bank balance gets 000, it's not because I'm running out of money, because it's all up here. If I need money quickly, I can sell all this, but it could be making me more money. A £25 set could make me 250 quid. A £50 set might have lost me £5, but overall, I would have more money in my pocket in a year's time than if I put it in the bank. Right, tip 2. There'll be basically 2 tips per video. Tip 2 out of the 12. Right, don't be in a hurry. You can't make money overnight on Lego. Some of these sets, you've seen, I've had 10 years. Some of them I've only had for 2 or 3 years. You really can't be impatient when you're investing in Lego. Okay? It's be silly for investors, for investment purposes, to go out there and buy the set when it first comes out and go, oh, look, and show off, and be one of those people that love to show off that they got the Lego the first day it came out. Unless you're doing reviews and YouTube channels for these sets, to get the first one out, to get the first review out for the set, it is pointless. Get that out of your head. It's only to show off. No one needs to show off in Lego if you're investing. You need to be patient, because all of this Lego here and all of this Lego here, I never paid for RRP. Never. And the reason is because at some point these sets will be on offer, whether it's Black Friday, whether it's buy one get one free, or whether it's or buy 2 get 1 free, whether it's mid-January clearance or whatever, or even when it's retiring, they reduce the prices to help sell the stock because they've got loads left over. You, at some point, from when it comes out to when it finishes, 90% of the sets will be reduced at one time. So remember that. Don't need to rush out and get it, because it doesn't make no difference to me. If I had that the first day it came out, I'd just be sitting and losing money for a long time out of my bank. Like these here, yes, they're not retired yet, but I got these for £200 each, and that's why I've got them. They're not even looking at retiring yet, but I've got them because they are reduced. Okay? So think of that. Don't go out and say, oh, I've got this, just come out, we'll get it. You will know most Lego sets will have a run of minimum of 6 months. 6 months is a minimum. Some of them are 6 months to a year. Most of them are longer than a year if they're a good seller. Okay? So you do have time. Just keep an eye on the set that you want to buy, that you want to invest in, and keep an eye and make sure it goes down Argos, Asda, Lego.com, or whatever, where there is a buy one, get with gift with purchase. That's sometimes a good one to get if you have like 3 or 4 gift with purchase for one set, especially if it's £100 or £120 set. If you get 2 gifts with purchases in a poly bag, then those 3 extra bits you're going to be selling off, you will make some money. Okay, so just remember that. So I'm just going to be slow and steady. And sorry if I look like I'm talking to you like an idiot, and some people don't have any idea with investing. So point one is only spend the profit you make. Point two is wait. Be relaxed when you're buying your Lego. Be mindful of when you need to buy it. And then you can start looking at things and stuff like that. We're going to look at everything, what things to buy, what not to buy, where to buy it from, where to sell it from. We're going to go through everything that I class as what I've learned over the last 10 years, aids as well, what help internet, what sites and stuff like that to use to help me know when to buy, so I'm not out of pocket for a long time and when I can make massive profit. Okay, so you got to remember, all this I haven't paid full price with. I only started up with a very small amount. So hopefully someone out there will like these series. Fingers crossed you do. Until the next video, I'm Soup Love. Have a wonderful day.
Soup Love, give it to them, give it to